You're using an operating system right now. In fact, you've probably used 3 or 4 different ones today without even thinking about it. But what actually is an operating system? Why do so many of them exist? And what makes each one different? Let's break it all down. Windows. Windows is the most widely used operating system in the world, created by Microsoft and first released in 1985. It evolved through major versions like Windows 95, XP, Windows 7, 10, and now Windows 11. What makes Windows stand out is its flexibility. It runs on almost any PC or laptop brand, handling everything from gaming to office work and programming. However, Windows comes with downsides like hefty system requirements, intrusive updates, security vulnerabilities due to its popularity, and of course, the legendary blue screen of death. macOS was introduced in 2001 by Apple as the operating system for Mac computers. Unlike Windows, which runs on various PC brands, macOS is exclusive to Apple devices like MacBooks and iMacs. This tight control over hardware and software makes macOS extremely stable and well-optimized, making it popular among creative professionals thanks to powerful built-in apps like Final Cut Pro and GarageBand. However, since it only works on Apple computers, users are forced to buy expensive hardware, and gaming is a major weakness due to the lack of DirectX and powerful GPUs. Linux. Unlike Windows or macOS, Linux is not a single operating system, but a family of operating systems known as distributions. Created in 1991 by Linus Torvalds, Linux is free, open source, lightweight, and doesn't require expensive hardware, which is why it powers high-performance servers and even NASA's systems. Since it's open source, anyone can modify or build their own version, giving us distros like Ubuntu, Fedora, and Debian. However, while Linux is not beginner-friendly, new users often struggle with its text-based commands, and most mainstream apps and games simply aren't built for it. Chrome OS. Chrome OS was developed by Google and first released in 2011 as a lightweight cloud-based operating system. Unlike Windows or Mac OS, Chrome OS is designed to work primarily with the internet, making it perfect for browsing, streaming, and using web apps. It comes pre-installed on Chromebooks, which are affordable, boot up in seconds, and feature automatic background updates. It also has access to the Google Play Store, making it more versatile. However, Chrome OS struggles without an active internet connection and lacks support for heavy desktop applications and high-end gaming. Android. Android is an open-source operating system developed by Google and is the world's most popular mobile OS, used by multiple brands including Samsung and Xiaomi. Unlike iOS, Android allows users to change themes, install third-party launchers, and customize almost every aspect of the system. The Google Play Store offers millions of apps and games, and Android gives users a wide range of budget-friendly to high-end flagship devices. However, not all devices receive regular updates, leading to security risks, and manufacturers often pre-install unnecessary bloatware that can't be removed. iOS was developed by Apple and powers iPhones and iPads. Unlike Android, iOS is exclusive to Apple devices, giving Apple complete control over both hardware and software, resulting in a stable and well-optimized experience. iOS devices receive long-term software support, with even older iPhones getting updates for years. The App Store offers a highly curated selection of apps, and the iOS ecosystem allows Apple devices to connect seamlessly together. However, iOS is highly restrictive. Users can't freely customize their home screens, install outside apps, and iPhones lack expandable storage, with devices tending to be expensive. Unix. Unix is one of the oldest operating systems, originally developed in the late 1960s at Bell Labs by AT&T. It was designed as a multi-user, multitasking OS mainly for servers and high-end computing. Unlike modern consumer operating systems, Unix is rarely used by everyday users. Instead, it handles large workloads for corporate servers, banking systems, and scientific research. The National Weather Service even uses Unix-based systems to process massive meteorological data for weather forecasting. However, Unix installation is extremely expensive at $1,447 per user, meaning a company with 250 users would spend over $350,000 on a full deployment. BSD, Berkeley Software Distribution, is a family of operating systems that originated from Unix, developed at the University of California, Berkeley in the 1970s. Unlike commercial operating systems, BSD is typically used by tech experts for servers, networking, and embedded systems rather than consumer laptops or desktops. Its efficient resource management and ability to handle heavy workloads makes it the backbone of some surprising systems: the PlayStation 4 and 5, Netflix's content delivery network, and firewalls like pfSense and OPNsense all run on BSD. Now, BSD has several versions including FreeBSD, OpenBSD, and NetBSD.